Welcome everyone. It is so close to Christmas. I can taste it. In fact, when this video goes up, it will definitely be Christmas, so Merry Christmas everyone. Well, if I put it up at Christmas. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I went to the Carboot, just got back. And it was alright, I got some good stuff. A couple of bits for the collection. Missed out on some stuff, but hey, that's the Carboot for you. And it was absolutely freezing this morning. And foggy as well. I couldn't see like 3 meters in front of me while I was driving. But we got there safely, and I'm safe, so that's alright. So yeah, got there nice and early. I think it was like 5 o'clock in the morning when I got there. I wasn't expecting it to be very busy, but it was kind of busy, to be fair. So the first two like halls, never buy anything in there. You want to go to where the actual like real booters are. So look around the first bit on these these sheds outside, and in the second one sort of went in, and the first truck is literally I bought all this stuff from. There's a couple of bits of what elsewhere, but all this stuff I'm going to show you is from this one vehicle. He had so much stuff. I think he said he was a house clearance person. But when I got there, there was a chap with an N64 in a bag. Didn't really pay much attention to it. But supposedly later on, when I was there, someone came back and they were like, oh, they give you so much more for the N64. I don't know why he was telling him. So obviously, he was a bit upset that he didn't get it. And he was like, oh, I would have paid you £15 just like a couple of them games. So I don't know what it was, but obviously this bloke had the floodgates were open, and he was obviously roaring about it. But anyway, the first thing I picked up was the first thing we saw. Speaking of N64s, an N64, the no leads, just the console. It's missing the flappage, the expansion bay door, but I can pick one up for a couple of quid. Tested it, works fine. You can't break an N64. They are indestructible. I've never had one which has not worked. So, bought that. £3 that was. And then he started bringing out like bags and bags full of games. So I picked up these two. So I took a flyer on them, you could say. Lego Star Wars. Turns out Lego games, the ass has dropped out of them. So CX and Ace Combat Squadron Leader. I've never actually played an Ace Combat game, so it's not worth much. So anyway, I got them too. And then I picked up, it's in this box. On the floor there's a huge box full of like Wii stuff. And I know the first chap pulled about 5 Wiimotes out of it. And I think he paid like a tenner for them. And then another chap came along, he pulled like another 4 or 5 out of there. And then as he was paying, I looked down, there was a official steering wheel with another one stuck in it. So I grabbed that. I think he said £3 on that. But I said, "Oh, you throw in this box," which is there's nothing in it. Well, actually, tell a lie, there is something in it. It's the disc for the cardboard sleeve version of Mario Galaxies 2, so that's quite nice. Never know when you need one of them. And obviously there's the instructions all in there, apart from obviously the wheel and the game. So that was £3 for that. I actually bought them 2 games and that. I think it was a £5 off. And he kept pulling out bags, like more and more games. And I was slowly like building up a pile. He goes, "Oh, I'll do you a deal if you buy like a few." So the first ones I got were Jack 3, not really worth that much. Plants vs Zombies, that used to have some value at CX, but it's, again, the ass has dropped out of it. I think a lot of 360 stuff is falling off. Apart from this one, Clash of the Titans. Now you see that one. It's actually really nice condition as well. That's like £13 in CX. So I grabbed that one. These are £1, by the way. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and comes in with the old snazzy little slipcase. It's all in there. Nice condition, actually. Slipcase is a bit bit beaten around the edges, but again, pound. And then he started whipping out. He brought out a box of PS1 stuff, games, and obviously I was looking through it, and some ignorant cunt like started grabbing the stuff out of the box. So obviously I just started grabbing as much stuff as I could, and I got these ones. Croc. I didn't check it. There's no fucking disc in it. But I got a deal anyway, so I've got a Croc case. Breakout. That's all there, to be fair. It's actually not that. I took a flyer on that one, to be fair. Again, this one's not the best. Worms. It's actually got wet, and it's all there. But the book is like, yeah, literally, you can't even read it. But to be fair, it was quite dark in there, so I couldn't really like. I checked some of them. Obviously, didn't check that one, so I can't even get it back in the case. Now on to some unique titles, you could say. Well, not unique, but variations, you could say. Tekken, and it's a rental copy. This is quite nice. And some people were like, "Oh, these are worth more money than normal ones," and then some people were like, "Oh, no, they're not." So, I don't know who to believe. It's obviously the hardest to find. And then Ridge Racer as well, a rental copy. Even the discs, like, not for resale, rental only. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a normal disc in there. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I suppose. I've had some before, the rental copies. Now this one, definitely keeping this one. I've had this a few times. It's medieval. Lovely condition that is. Yeah, I've had it platinum. I've had it rental copy of it. I've had it with no manual, and now I have a nice copy, and it's got the sticker on the front, which is quite nice. So definitely keeping that one. This is a weird one. I've never actually seen this before. Star Gladiator, and it says it's from the creator of Resident Evil. And again, lovely condition. That's a pamphlet, which I don't think is actually supposed to be in there. No, it's a Codemaster pamphlet. Get out of here, Codemaster. So that's quite nice. Lost World, Platinum Edition. And Destruction Derby 2. This one is actually... it's all there, but the case is broke, so the disc won't stay in. And there's something's been living in it. As you can see there, that needs a deep clean on that one. So yeah, there was 13 games there. I've paid a tenner for them. Obviously, one's got no disc in it. One's severely water damaged. But apart from that, I mean, medieval, that's worth a tenner all day long. And obviously some fodder for CX. So that was quite nice. Right, what else did I get? Walked around a couple more rows, and I saw this in a stack of games. And there's a lot of dealers like who stand at this car boot, so I'm always a bit like, do I bother asking? But I was like, oh, how much are your games? He said £3. I was like, I'll have that for £3. And then when I opened it, when I got in the car, there was a copy of New Super Mario Brothers in it, and an R4 card, so that's quite nice. That's actually really nice condition. So £3 for that, a bargain all day long. And I've actually got an empty case for Super Mario Bros, so that can go to CX. And then under that, it goes, oh, I've got a DS. And it was like, oh, I'm not sure, I've not looked at the prices on it. Make me an offer. As he moved it, there was an SP there. And I was like, oh, how much is your SP? And he's like, oh, just give me £3 for that. So, £3 for an SP. It's your standard 001 model, not the elusive, is it 0? one. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Is it 101, something like that? The rarer model with the better backlit screen. I don't know. But it did have a DSi in pink and a normal DSi in pink, a normal DS in pink. And for some reason, I was just like, oh, I'm not interested in them. And then I was like thinking, oh, I bet CX you could quite a bit trade for that. So obviously I looked them up, and then obviously when I got back, they were gone. So that's what happens, I suppose. Right, last few bits I got from the Carboot. Again, this store looked like a dealer's store. They had like all the toys laid out, like all these like Star Wars toys and Lego and all that. And by the boot on the floor was like a stack of DVDs with a couple of games in it. And I was like, well, I didn't actually ask. I just walked up to him and he goes, "Oh, they're 10p in that pile." And I was like, okay. So for 10p, I got me Far Cry 3, which is going to CX. Not much value in that. And Marvel Ultimate Alliance, so I think it's like £4. So straight to CX with them. And the last thing I got from the Carboot, and I think a lot of people probably overlook these. And to be fair, the value at CX has gone down. But it's a just your standard Xbox remote headset. At one point, they're giving you like 10 quid for these. I think it's like £4 now. I mean, that was a quid. So that's the last Carboot of this year, because obviously Christmas is like next week, so definitely won't be going to a Carboot next week. Move all that out of the way. Right, what else have I got? Oh, lots of stuff actually. Two things from the charity shop here. Actually really surprised at the price of this in CX. I don't know how many times I've mentioned CX in this video now. Count them. Let me know in the comments how many times I've said CX. And for £1 as well, Animal Crossing. For £1. £21 they give you at CX for that. Said it again. And Harvest Moon DS for £1. I'll probably keep Harvest Moon. So £2 for them. Bar go on. Right, what else? Oh yeah, this was going to be my last video, but obviously it didn't turn up because Amazon. But it's the Xenoblade 2 Chronicles 2 Collector's Doodah, and this is huge. I'm sure if you're interested in this, you've probably already seen an unboxing. But it looks awesome, to be fair. It arrived undamaged. There's the odd dint in it, to be fair. There was no packing around it. How it managed, I suppose it is quite sturdy, to be fair. It'd take quite a severe hit to actually damage it, but I think I paid £60 for that. It was supposed to be $79.99. Amazon had it for $62.99, and my Amazon Prime knocked £2 off, so I ain't got a Switch. So I bought another Switch game. I keep buying Switch games. I don't have a Switch yet. Right. Also for Amazon, and this came out just last week. Is it Okami for the Xbox One? I bought this on PS2. Didn't really play it. I bought this on Wii, wherever it is, just here, just out of, yeah, you can probably just make that out. And now I put it on Xbox. So I'm determined to play it this time, all the way through. I think I've played like the first bit. That's all I played. But I did enjoy what I played of it. So hopefully I can force myself to play this. I think that was only like 12 quid. So I thought that was quite cheap for a new game. eBay stuff. So a couple of eBay bits here. One really nice, tasty one. So Ben 10, £6 that was. Another one for the Wii U collection. A nice £6. Put that up there with the rest of the Wii games. And 2 American Dreamcast games now. Search new listings, and these popped up, and I was like, it's not a bad price. I've been after this one for a while. It's D2. And if it's anything like the first one, I assume it's like a point and click sort of adventure game. Lovely condition, to be fair. Real nice condition. And this one, I don't know what this is, to be fair. It looks like a top-down 3D polygon fights. Not really sure, to be fair, but anyway, it's Egg. Elemental Gimmick Gear. Again, lovely condition. And that was £35. And this one was also £35. And this one does tend to go for about 40, so a bit of a saving there. And this one, again, 35 is probably about the going rate for that one, to be fair. I sort of just saw it and I was like, I need that one, so I bought it. And now onto a real heavy hitter, probably the last Dreamcast game I need, which is over the £100 mark. In fact, it is probably, I don't know, I'd say probably the rarest Dreamcast game. Not the most expensive. I'd say Evolution 2 is probably slightly more expensive, but this one, it's over £100 all day long. I think I paid about £116 for it, roughly, and it's Cannon Spike. It said it was in like new condition, but as you can see, the spindle on the thing has actually broke, so that was obviously a lie. But yeah, to be fair, it is, apart from that, in perfect condition. I was slightly worried because obviously this blue label here is really blue. I was like, normally they're quite, and the side as well. But I think it's something to do with this, the people who published it, Big Ben, because I know Evil Twin's sort of the same. It just, when you first look at it, you go, oh, it looks a bit off. So I was like, oh, is it a reprint or something like that? But no, it's legit. That's how it's supposed to look. So very happy with that. So we've pretty much got all the heavy hitters out of the way. I think there's like a couple more, which are the last few rare-ish ones to sort of hover around the 30 to 40 range. So within reach. And there's a lot which are just like cheap games, like £5-6 games, which I just haven't got yet, or I bought them and they've not been in good condition and I have to take them out to CX. But anyway, speaking of CX, because I've not mentioned it too many times, have I? I went in my local one, they had this, and I was just like, I ain't got it. £6, The Lost World. I'm not sure if this is related to the PS1 version, but yeah, £6, nice condition with the pamphlet. I love those pamphlets. Just flicking through them. The graphics don't look too bad for a 3D game, because obviously the Saturn wasn't renowned for its, you probably can't make that out, but for its 3D, obviously, prowess. But definitely gonna give that a shot. Where is that, actually? Little pair. I mean, they look slightly smoother on the PS1, but so I'm not sure if it's the same game. The actual description on the back is different, so it could be a different game completely, for all I know. And the last thing from CX, and I've got to give a shout out to Stuart for this, Tutor UK, because he did message me saying this is in stock on CX. I had about £90 in voucher. It was £150. It's a Sega Saturn game, and it was listed as mint. So I was sort of like thinking, well, to be fair, £150 is sort of quite cheap, to be fair, for this game. It's normally about 180 if you ask me. And I was thinking, I can't see it coming mint. So it turned up, it wasn't mint. It's not terrible condition. And I was sort of like, do I take it back or not? And I was just like, because I was like, oh fuck CX, because you know they should learn to grade the stuff properly. But I was just like, probably not ever going to see another copy of this. on CX. I've never seen one, I don't think. So I was just like, no, I'll just keep it for now. But it's Swagman, and obviously I could get the PS1 version, which is like £10. But so you can probably see just here. There's a little dent in the case. The case doesn't really bother me because I can get a replacement. As you can see there, Swagman Mint. There's another dent just there in the case, and it's slightly wrinkled, ever so slightly. I mean, you probably can't even see that, to be fair. But it's the manual which really like put me off. And again, it's probably not, you're probably not going to pick it up on the camera, but it's definitely been fingered. I'm trying to get some. See, I can't really show you, to be fair. And maybe I'm just being picky here, but yeah, I can't really show you. But you know, you get them. I've just dropped it. Maybe I can show you better like this. Where's it? You can. Basically, you know, a manual looks like when someone's fingered it like heavily, gets them like circular creases in it. But there's like a pretty bad one right in the middle, where they've actually gone into the actual print of it. So, and the disc is scratched as well. Like I say, it looks like they've given it a disc clean because it's got the fluid around it. But yeah, so I was just like, because it was an expensive game. Probably the rarest game on Saturn. Debatable. I'd probably say it's one of them. I'd say it's probably tied with Courier Crisis for the rarest Saturn game. Maybe not. Let me know what you think is the rarest Saturn game. Not the most valuable. That obviously would go to Street Fighter Collection, which is just, doesn't seem to be stopping in price. It just keeps going up and up and up and up. So, and obviously Panzer Dragoon, which is not particularly rare because there's plenty on eBay. So yeah, you don't really see this on eBay either. I think there's one on at the moment with no manual. I think I'm sure that's the only one on there, and I think that was £110 or something. So yeah, fuck CX, but I've got it. So, and I'll probably buy a cheap game and just swap the case over to get these dints out, because I don't think that's gone through the actual inlay. So enough talking about that. Right, what else? Oh, I didn't even show that. Oh dear, that's from the Carboot as well. This is from the chap who had who bought the stuff off. I knew I was missing something, but he pulled this out, and this is underneath all these PS1 games, and it's a PlayStation 2. And in the box was obviously the standard controller and a nice see-through PS1 controller. There's also a PS1 memory card in there. I was like, oh, how much you want? And he's like, just make me an offer. So I was like, £5. He's like, yeah. So took a punt. It's really dirty. The grill at the front is like completely full of dust. But apart from that, it's actually not bad condition. Obviously, it's not been opened. Still got this thing on it. So £5, not bad. Still debating whether to take that CX or not. Oh, but another thing with Swagman is when I opened it up, this was in there, and the disc was in this, and obviously it says Battleship Blu-ray, and obviously it was shiny side down. I was just like that, and I was just like, oh no, don't tell me to put the wrong fucking disc in here. But they hadn't. I guess they just not took the sticker off that. So, and I was like, trying to give me a heart attack. Right, last few bits. So this next thing, I bought this. I looked it up. It was out of stock. Checked eBay. They were about 250 quid. A couple had sold for over £300, I believe. So I was just like, well, I'm never getting that. And I just happened to go on the site again. I think it'd just been released, and obviously some people had cancelled or the payment hadn't gone through, so they had some more back in stock. And it's not cheap. I think it was £110. I think I had 10% off for opening a new account. And it's a game soundtrack vinyl box set, and it's the Dark Souls trilogy. This thing is absolutely huge, and it weighs a friggin' ton. It turned up. It survived the post. I have looked at it. The lovely vinyls, like the colours they've chose. One thing I will note is the glue from the box, when they put the bottom bit into the box, had squished out the side, and it sort of stuck onto the Dark Souls 3 one, and it ripped the spine where it obviously says Dark Souls 3 along it. Only like by an inch, but it's just sort of like, bastards. If it was the other way around, it had just stuck to the like opening, so it probably would have been alright, but obviously sod's law, it had to be that side. So yeah, that was about £99 after my 10% off. So I like it. I think it looks cool. And the actual design of it, when I got it, you probably can't make it out, but it's sort of like there's like a white effect, like it looks like a powdery effect going on. I thought, is that like dust under it? Or again, you're not going to see it in this because you can only just make it out. But it's sort of like wood silhouettes, like a silhouette of a wood, and then obviously there's like white stuff on it. It was actually really nice. Once I took it off, once I took the cellophane off, it was it looks really nice. So really happy with that. And actually, I mentioned this in my last video. Actually, a little Amiibo pickup. I was waiting for this one to turn up because they didn't post it in the same box for some weird reason. But it's the Link 8-bit Link, and it has got crushed. And I was quite surprised because there was so much packing in the box. But I think they put too much packing in it, and it's actually crushed. It crushed it down a bit. So I mean, it's not really noticeable, but just there and there. But I'll live with it. It's fine. Ooh, what next? Okay, there's only one thing left. Now this might be a long story. I'll try and do the short story. So Black Friday, I was like, I'm gonna buy a PlayStation Pro. Went on Currys. They had a PlayStation Pro in white with 4 games for £199. I was just like, that is definitely a price glitch. So I ordered it. I thought, you know what, I'll take the punt. I'll see if they honour it. Next day, cancellation email. So I was like, oh well. So I bought a similar bundle for £299 with 4 games. That turns up. Literally, I'm at work. I get a phone call saying, "Oh, your PlayStation's turned up." I was like, "Oh, cool." Check my email. It's like, "Oh, we're gonna honour the £199 one." I was just like, I've just fucking ordered that one. I've just received it. So I was sort of like, are they going to honour it or not? So I kept hold of that one. And it took about 3 weeks for them to like get back to me about honouring it. And they said, oh yeah, really sorry for like the wait and stuff. Here's a £300 gift card. They're like, please, and they gave me the link to the PlayStation Pro. But to be fair to them, they said, spend it whatever you want. Obviously, I went for the PlayStation Pro because I didn't really need anything else. So took the other one back and got this one for £199 with these 4 games, which is an absolute bargain. Bargain of the century. And you've probably seen a PlayStation Pro. But I'm going to get out after this video because I really, really want to play something on a PlayStation. And these 4 games, which are obviously going to CX because I have no interest in them, or I've got them on Xbox One. Fallout, that has no value because they seem to sell it like every bundle. Nowadays, it has Fallout 4 in it, I don't know why. Knowledge is power. There's like a new range of PlayStation 4 games where you sort of go, everyone has their phone out and they all have like, they go on the website, put the code in. You all go into like a lobby, and I think it's a bit like what's it called? Jackbox or something. I can't remember what it is. Star Wars Battlefront 2, or should I say Star Wars Gamblefront 2. That's no interest in me. That's going to CX. I can get like 27 quid trading for that. And Gran Turismo. I was going to keep this one because it has the VR bit in it, so I was like, I'm getting the VR. It might be quite cool. But supposedly it's like one versus one on like certain tracks. So it's like 10% of the game is like VR, and I was like, fuck that. And we all know Gran Turismo games, like in a few years that would be like £1 at these shops. So, but I'll trade it in. I think it's 16 quid for that. So there's like 50 quid's cash there. I'm not even sure what the trade. I think the voucher is probably like 60, 70. So the PlayStation cost me even less. So not sure if I want cash or not. That'll be the question tomorrow. And that is it. So I hope you enjoyed that. The last Carboot pickup of the year. And a nice Curry's price glitch, which they honoured. I can't believe it. So I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas. I might do a what I got for Christmas video. I don't know. Which will probably just be my VR. So I don't know. I'll see how it goes. But if I don't do one, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I look forward to seeing you guys at some conventions next year where I'll probably be standing. So come say hello and goodbye. I'll see you next video.